If you get ready, whenever you decide to get ready to open up your food truck business or your restaurant, or any business for this matter, these are the things that you need to actually do. First step is this, okay? Don't take your food truck out without a license. Don't do that. Never try to operate your business without a license. Because in the state of Florida where I live, it is a misdemeanor to operate a food truck without a license or a restaurant without a license. Now, a grill, I'm not going to speak about a grill. A grill can be different. What you need first is to, for instance, you can go downtown and get like a personal license. If your name is James, you can go get something under James Barbecue or something. But when it comes to like a big operation, like a restaurant, you really need to have a corporation. And having the corporation in the long run can protect you. What is the reason why you need a corporation? You need a corporation, first of all. My advice would be like an LLC. For instance, if somebody slips and falls and stuff like that, you can get sued. You're always going to get sued. If your name is James, regardless of the corporation, you're going to get sued. The good part about it is, well, the good and bad part. I mean, pick your poison. Somebody slips and falls, you can actually set your LLC limited liability to $10,000. Okay, well, you know what? Somebody falls, that person brings you a bill for $100,000. Hey, you know what? My LLC covered 10,000. That's the good part. So you can do LLC, sole proprietor, meaning that you own the LLC. But always remember, man, these things are attached to you regardless of LLC, S corporation, C corporation, whichever. Now, you're going to go to floridasunbiz.org, and then once you get your corporation, the second thing you're going to do is get your sales tax ID number. Now, what does that mean? A lot of people, for some reason, seem to we construe or we confuse sales tax with W 2 or some other type of tax. Okay. In the state of Florida, you don't pay state tax. Okay. It's not an incentive. That's a scam. Okay. They get you somewhere else. If you have a business that, like a retail business, you have to collect sales tax. For instance, you buy something for $1, you mark it up at 20%, and then the labor, for instance, if you cook everything at the end of the sale, you got to charge sales tax of 6.5 or 7%. You're giving probably a third, maybe a fourth of your labor to the state. Okay? Sales tax. And they give you, you can go buy food and say, well, I can go buy products. You can go buy sanitation, cleaning products and not pay taxes. Okay, it's well calculated where you have to pay your sales tax. Is it a good thing? I don't think it is, but the thing is you just have to pay your sales tax. If you are a small business on a small scale, you have an option. You send your sales tax every 3 months. If you make enough money, you can send it every month. $1, you charge 6.57% on $1. You take the 7 cents, you send it to Tallahassee. And if you're late, they charge you a fee because you work for them in a way. So once you get your sales tax ID number, you move on to getting your what's called your federal tax ID number, which is called an FEIN. The FEIN number is what you identify your business as who you are on a federal level. Okay? Remember, once you do that, at the end of the year, you do your taxes on the federal level. Now you're going to pay yourself, you're going to pay your Social Security. This is the part where most people get confused, where they end up not paying their taxes. If you own a business, you can actually pay your Social Security, you can pay your FICA, Medicare, Medicaid if you make enough money. Now, most small businesses is always kind of like turning around, flipping. But I'm trying to get to the point where you understand the procedures to get yourself legit. Okay? Let's get back to the top of the video. You do your corporation or incorporation. You get your LLC, for instance, and then you do the sales tax. And then you go to your local county or whatever, you do something called a tax receipt. Okay? You call them up and say, well, I need a tax receipt. What they're going to do, they're going to ask you for the corporation papers. And then you get your EIN number. Once you get your EIN number, you are an official business. So you can collect sales tax. You can sell food, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. The only thing is, if you make enough money, you can pay your sales tax every month, or you can pay your sales tax every 3 months. The trimester part is kind of tricky because if you say, for instance, you pay the third month is usually you pay into the fourth month. That's something else you might want to get into. I'll do another video on that because it's really, well, they'll send you a book. You might want to request for them to send you a book, and the book will have the dates on there. For instance, you're going to be paying for like October, November, December, but you pay in January. Okay? Take your time and understand how sales tax work. These people are not, believe me, these people are not friendly people. They're not trained to like you. But once you start missing sales tax, once you've elected to pay the tax and you got the book, you got to pay sales tax. Now, a service don't have to pay sales tax, like an attorney, taxi service. But once you are a retail, food business, mechanic shop, and you collect sales tax from people, you have to send what it is that you collect. I mean, it used to be honest that you felt good, good citizen, you collect the sales tax and you send it in. You had a voice. You can, call your congressman, you can call your statesman. Today, it's like the money goes wherever, you know what I mean? So I don't think there's anything we can do about it. But anyway, thank you guys for taking time to listen, and hopefully this video has served you somewhat vital information. Please subscribe. Don't cost you anything. Leave me a thumbs up, and you can leave me some comments as well. And Chef John from Grab and Go. Thank you for listening.